Obnoxious for a second because there's so many here, but I'm going to be doing my top 10 action figures for 2020. Starting off with honorable mentions. Okay, so this might be a little bit of a close-up. I'm sorry about that. I can't zoom out. This is as far as I can zoom out. Really need a better camera, but for honorable mentions we have Hondo here. I only have him in honorable mentions because technically he came out last year. Okay. Technically he came out in 2019, but he was re-released this year. Different packaging, different place to get him. So I couldn't bring myself to make him number 2, which is what he would be if I was including him. But right now he's just an honorable mention. Honorable mention. On to number 10. We have the Marvel Legends Green Goblin coming in, at number 10. And, sorry my hands are all painted up. I was just working on 5s. Or, not 5s, sorry, Echo. Okay. Oh, whoops. So we have Green Goblin here. I think he deserved at least a top 10 spot because this isn't a new sculpt. The head is, but none of this is particularly new except for how he looks. And I think he just looks like an A+ Green Goblin, you know? I just don't really have much else to say. He's kind of the standard one, so which is why he's so far at the bottom, but yeah, he's number 10, Green Goblin. Spider-Man Retro line. Pick him up if you haven't. He's really good. Okay, and I forgot to mention, this might look a little different than the one that's in my oh my god video. Thank you for all those views, by the way. I was not expecting anything to come like that this soon in making videos, but anyway. And don't get me wrong, I don't expect that to last at all. But Boba Fett was just really popular because he just came back. And it happened to be the right time for customizing, I guess. But, so here we have the Incinerator Trooper. He's number 9. I would have put the normal Stormtrooper at number 9, but I also really like this one, and I can't really have both of them, which is a rule I'm gonna break later on. But, I really like the new... Stormtrooper mold that they have going. I like both this one and the Clone Trooper, which you'll see later. But I really am enjoying the Mandalorian, and this Incinerator Trooper was just, it's not completely perfect, but it's pretty up there. And I actually liked it so much I actually got 2 of them, which I normally do with troopers. I usually get 2 of each, just so, you know, it just doesn't feel like they're special or anything, because this guy is not special in the ranks of the Imperial Army. But I have another one with the flame effect, which is also really cool, but could not fit in this video, so I chose this one, and I'm rambling again. So, number 9, the Remnant Fire Trooper. Number 8, Deathstroke. Oh, I really love this one. Like, honestly, the articulation's great. There's why he's so low is there's just a couple problems I have. For one, I've never played the Arkham games, so this is just a new look for him. I don't really like the shiny orange, but it looks cool. It's fine. That's not the biggest issue. A bigger issue, glued in guns, which is always a no when you're making action figures. Never do glued in guns. Can you even see that? You can. Also, his sword holster was so infuriating, I just took it off completely. But other than that, I love Deathstroke. He's one of my favorite characters in DC. One of, not my top. He doesn't beat Harley Quinn or Riddler. But, yeah, this is Deathstroke. The McFarlane, I know it's the design, but his legs, I always thought they looked weird because of the armor pads right here. It made it look like his legs were curved. But that's just a design thing from the game. I've looked at the game stuff. And that's number 9 or 8. That's number 8. Also, this is number 7. But if you were wondering what my top 3 McFarlane DC figures are, they are all in this video. Because McFarlane's DC line just started this year. So, yeah. And I do have one that's coming that I don't actually have yet, and it's the Green Arrow. So he might have taken one of these spots, but probably not. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, but this Batman is severely underrated. This is literally my favorite Batman in my collection, and I have so many. It used to be the Green Lantern Batman, but oh my god, this one is so good. The articulation might seem weird to people. You can't even see it. He's kind of large. But the articulation might seem kind of weird because this is like covering up all his wrist articulation. He also came with 2 battle axes that I do not display him with. I haven't read any of the Dark Metal comics, so I don't know what's going on. He just looks really cool, which is actually kind of sad because I have a lot of Dark Metal action figures and I don't know what the hell's going on besides those little info cards McFarlane gives. But this is a really good Batman. If you saw him and passed on him because he looked weird in the package, he kind of has a thick neck. When I first saw him, I was like, he kind of has a thick neck. I don't know if I want this guy, but it actually looks really good once you have him imposing him around, and the articulation for the head, it's just so Batman-y, and it's so comic booky but realistic at the same time. I just really, really love this design. It doesn't look too cartoony, but it also looks comic booky and cartoony and realistic all at the same time. He has armor here, but it has that classic yellow. It's just really good. It's really good design in general. Really good action figure. I suggest getting it. This is number 7. Yes. This figure is probably going to be on a lot of people's top 10s for the year. Cad Bane. And he deserves it. This is a really good, realistic adaptation of the Clone Wars. And there's another one that it's going to be featured in this video. But for now, for just this number 6 spot, this is really good. I really like him too. I got him right before I went on a pseudo kind of beach trip. So he was like, because I found him in the store, and so he was like one of the only action figures I had during that entire trip. And he was really good at posing, really good at taking pictures and all that stuff. He doesn't look like it, but he has really good knees for flying poses. This looks weird, like he's doing ballet while shooting people, but he would be higher, but I do have a grievance with him. His hat falls off way too easily, and I've been like messing with him, and it hasn't been falling off, but that's because I actually sticky tacked it. Look at me and my cool hair. But yeah, his hat falls off way too easily. While we were on the car trip, I was messing around with him in the car, and every time I would set him down, I'd look at my phone, and then the car hit a bump, and he'd like, and I'd lose his hat, and I'd think it was gone forever, and I'd hate myself, and then I'd find it, and then it happened over and over again for that extended 2 hours. But anyway, Cad Bane, number 6 spot, really good. If you passed on him, you're stupid. Even if you didn't watch the Clone Wars, which you should go do right now, actually, pause the video, go watch all 7 seasons, then come back and tell me how right I was. But even if you didn't watch the Clone Wars, he's just a really cool Star Wars bounty hunter for you to have on your shelf. And now, go into the honorable mention. Honorable mention number 2 is Venom. Now this is probably the best Venom figure that Marvel's ever produced. He's so tall, he can't even fit in frame. it doesn't look like it, and I thought this was all smooth body at first. It is all like severely textured with like all these veins and stuff. So, well, the head's actually kind of smooth, but the pearly whiteness of the eyes works so good, and all the teeth are painted really good. He just looks cool, but he didn't make my top 10, and for that reason, he's the honorable mention spot. Cheating again. Or, I guess this is the first time I'm cheating. This is technically two figures. Because of Yoda. This was a 2-pack at Target, which I had some trouble with. I went to my Target. It said they had them in stock. I went there. They said they didn't have any. They're all sold out. So I was like, okay, I'll online order it. I online ordered it, shipped it to the store, went there the next day, and they had a bunch of them on the shelf. And I couldn't cancel it because it was already shipped, so I had to wait an extra week, and that made me mad. But this Yoda back here is the perfect Yoda size. Like, really. I don't want to take him out because of the frame, but this is the Yoda I use for my Clone Wars display. They're the exact same size, so you can use this as a scale for how big he is. That's actually an ornament. If you want to find it, it's on Amazon. Look up Clone Wars Yoda ornament. It works really good for my display. You've probably seen it before in my collection, but this is a really good Luke head sculpt too. I wish he came with another one where his hair was going up so you could do the upside down pose with him. But yeah, the Luke is really good. If you don't want the Yoda, he got released singly without all his hand accessories and just a lightsaber. So if you want that, that's cool too. You can go grab that if you can't. These are pretty accessible. They have like 10 of them at my Target right now. My cousin also works at Target, so he could swipe me these exclusive stuffs. But other than that, number 5, Luke and Yoda. Whoa. Hey. Why won't... I'm trying to... Oh, I see the problem here. Just a second. Okay, let's see here. Ha! Oh, I caught him. He was going really fast. Let's hold on to his leg right here so he can't run away. I can't really fit him in frame because of all the lightning accessories he comes with. But, yeah, this is the definitive Flash figure. If you're a fan of the Flash, get this. This is the top spot for McFarlane action figures for me right now. This Flash right here. I haven't even watched the Flash show yet, but, yeah. This is just, there's nothing much to say about it. Ooh, he fell. He comes with a stand, don't worry, but I just got it screwed. He can stand well on his own, but I'm afraid to let go of his leg here, just in case he runs again. All this lightning effects are stuff you can put on him. None of this is standard with the figure. He's actually been released twice. You can get him with another DC Metal Batman. He comes with some different hands and stuff, but yeah, this is just a really good Flash figure. It's actually kind of surprising. God damn it. Well, that's all we have to say for the Flash. Honorable mentions. All 3 of these are honorable mentions, and the last ones you'll see... Or, no, we have one more coming up. Sorry. So we have the Walmart exclusive 501st clone, which I did actually put on par with Ahsoka. You might have heard me say I was breaking my rule. I decided to make him an honorable mention just because of how hard it was to actually get him. So, I think he looks great. I don't mind these style of helmets. I think they look good. I don't mind a little Clone Wars-esque action figures going on, because it's my favorite property in Star Wars. But yeah, this is actually my display Luke. It used to be the you could have seen it in my collection video what it used to be. But I got this over Christmas. I didn't think I wanted it. It slowly became one of my favorite Lukes, but only with the helmet on. With the helmet off, there, I can just show you. It's not that hard. But it's a little hard for me to take off the helmet, actually. It's a little tight on there, but I don't like that I mean, it's probably accurate, but I don't like that skull cap he has on. Other than that, yeah, he made honorable mentions. He wasn't. I'm saying all this. Another Luke actually made my top 10 list, and this is my display Luke. The other one goes behind him, but yeah, so that's my display Luke I have now, and I got this recently. In the Echo video, I didn't get this for Christmas. I actually purchased this with my own money, but this Jar Jar figure is fantastic. What lowers it is the character itself. Also, I wish he had a better expression, because this is, I mean, he does become a sad clown, but this is a little too sad. He's just like, oh, me said the press. Also, mine came a little fucked up because you can see his eye. I didn't do that. That's out of the package. I wish I took a picture so you'd believe me, but that's out of the package. His eye was all screwed up. So he made honorable mentions. That's those. Now on to number 3. I also just want to say honorable mentions list is in no order in particular. Like I said, if it was up to me, Hondo would have second spot and bump Green Goblin down to honorable mentions. But clearly, I decided against that. Now we have Deadpool here, who almost made second spot because of how great he is. But, sorry. If you follow me on Instagram and look through my past posts, you know I've had problems with this guy right here. For one, his guns were glued in his holsters, which I gorillaed my hands to bring him out. Also, I got the wrong hands. And I know these are painted silver for, obviously, the second movie, and the other ones are painted black for the first movie. But that's not what I'm talking about. I got 2 left hands for the sword-holding hands, so he can never hold his swords properly. That is messed up, Hasbro. I was actually really mad at that. I got other figures that are more screwed up than that, and he obviously made third. I really love this guy, but that's what bumps him down. It's just those problems I had with him. Every time I look at him, I always think, anger, hands, gorilla gun. So, number 3, Deadpool. Funny story about Deadpool, actually. I never knew who Deadpool was, except for what I saw in X-Men Origins. And there was a lot of stir about the Ryan Reynolds Deadpool movie first coming out. And I'm over here, and I'm like, oh, Deadpool, that guy? They're making a movie about him? Okay. And I started reading Deadpool comics, and I fell in love with this character. I'm not sure what happened in Origins, but I really liked his character. I think the Deadpool movie I like more than the Deadpool comics. 100% completely. But yeah, I really love the Deadpool movie. When it came out, I was probably, what year did it come out? In 2016? How old was I 4 years ago? I would have been 14. Never seen a rated R movie before. Sorry about that. My camera died, and I don't know what I was saying about him, but I'm sure I was just babbling. So that's number 3, Deadpool. Number 2, we have Ahsoka Tano. A lot of people don't like this one, and I will say the colors on the head tails are a little off. And she's just a tad bit too tall. Other than that, I think this is a fantastic looking figure. I've wanted this for so long, and to finally have it, it's just really good. Another thing is that her hand holds her lightsaber kind of weird. I can't get that to hold properly. Her hand's just molded like that. Other than that, outstanding figure, great piece. Again, this is breaking my rule because this was really hard to pick up and find, but obviously it got second spot, so that should tell you something. Our next honorable mentions, the Ewoks, and I put both of them here because they're basically the same, but yeah, there's not much to say. I really like the articulation. I think they look really good, especially alongside Scout Troopers, so yeah, it's not much more I can say. They're Ewoks. Now we have number one, which I feel like should be a lot of people's number one, Stan Lee. He's a little hard to stand, but just having this figure itself is just, it earns number one spot. I actually bought 2 of them so I could have one in the package. The package is great too, by the way. He goes on my Avengers shelf, which is my Avengers Endgame shelf, because he is an honorary Avenger. He is one of my biggest heroes, which is why I'm so glad I got to meet him. I'm this guy right here, but you can't see his face because this whole glare. But I actually got to meet him. Super nice guy. Just all around, there's not much. I feel like this is just an entire video of me saying there's not much more to say, but there really isn't. Like, he should be number one for most people. I don't see why not.